I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amata wants to play.
These experiments
Don't be a
are
damn
wasted.
fool. We experiment to prepare. We prepare to survive.
Surprise!
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid.
Happy birthday!
Birthday!
Can you believe it? She is growing up so fast.
Happy birthday, honey. I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your mother...
Congratulations, young lady. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party. You're only 10 once, so have fun.
Oh man, you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was 10.
Happy birthday! We really surprised you, didn't we? Your dad was afraid you were onto us. But I told him not to worry. You're so easy to fool. You're such a liar. Okay, if you're so smart, what did I get you for your birthday? Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite barbarian? That's right, Grognak. Issue 14. And with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not. Imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Missy.
I hope you appreciate the effort Amata put into this party. She really seems to like you, for some reason. I do not allow the fact that Amata is my daughter to compromise my position as Overseer. I gave her all the appropriate paternal encouragement, of course, but I could not contribute extra Vault resources. That is simply what my position requires. No more, no less. I know Amata understands that perfectly well.
Hop, are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came. Goodness, listen to me ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you? Fiddlesticks. What 10-year-old doesn't like presents? I was 10 once, believe it or not. My goodness, the vault was practically crowded back then. Not like today. So few young people now. But here I am rambling on again, and you listening so politely. Here you go. A nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning. And it's all for you. No sharing required today.
Attention, everyone! It's time to cut the cake!
Nice Pip-Boy. What is that? One of the 3000A models? What a piece of junk. I think you have to wind it up every morning. This party's pretty good, I guess. For a little kid. Balloons, party hats. Not as cool as my party, though. Remember how my dad got Andy to do magic tricks? And we all played Hunt the Mutant in the atrium? Oh, right. You weren't invited to my party. Too bad, man. It was really fun.
Mortified.
Nice party,
Daddy,
butthead. I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet roll you got from Old Lady Palmer. How about we share it? What are you, 5? Give me that sweet roll, I'm gonna pound you. Gah, I don't want your nerd cooties. You're gonna be sorry you did that. We'll see how tough you are later when the grown-ups aren't around.
Told you not
Come
to
on,
act
Wally.
all
You always
official.
have good ideas.
I know you were joking, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure anyone else
I got
did.
one. The makers.
Nonsense. People
Super
always
cool, right?
enjoy my little speeches.
Jeez, Wally. Who's
Besides,
the head of the
that
gang?
friend of
You or
yours could
me?
use a
No
reminder
way.
that life is not all fun and games.
What are you looking at?
This is supposed to be a party, you know? Fun. You should try it sometime, Daddy.
You've
You might
grown up
like it.
into such a...
Butch is such an idiot. Just ignore him. I know. He thinks he's so tough. One of these days, we'll figure out a way to get him back, okay?
Fine young lady. Your father must be very
think we
proud of
surprised
you.
Having a good time?
Shows how
I'm
smart
sure
you
of it,
are,
Amata.
Wally. What should we
Never
call
suspected a
ourselves?
thing.
How do you like that there Pip-Boy, miss? Fit all right and everything? As a matter of fact, I did. I'm glad you like it. Some may think the A series is a bit basic, but I've always preferred them for their reliability. Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday. Not much, but I hope you like it.
Now
How
go
about
on and
Hell's
enjoy yourself.
Overseers? Yeah.
Thanks for coming,
I
Sammy.
like that.
Allow me
I
to
know
wish
you
you
were
a
busy.
Well, at least it
happy
doesn't have
birthday.
your name in it
Everything's
somewhere, which makes it better than any of your other ideas.
How are
So,
you enjoying
what do you think
the
we should
party,
call our
Mrs.
gang?
Palmer?
It's gotta be
I helped with
totally
the
decorated.
decorations, you know.
Hey, how about the Vault Dwellers?
Oh,
Get it?
really? They're
Who wants to go
lovely.
around all
Jonas?
day being
You did
called a
such a
fool?
splendid job.
I think you really are as dumb as you look.
Thanks. I'll send her right down. Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Hello, Officer Gomez. I'm glad you could make it.
I'm glad to be here.
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party. They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old with your very own Pip-Boy. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem, just for you. I hope you like it. Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have yourself a wonderful birthday.
I think it's important to keep in touch with the young people, you know, as part of my job. Plus, well, I like parties.
Sure thing, Officer Gomez. Well, it's been nice chatting with you.
What are you doing down here, young lady? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level. You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Are you ready for your surprise? The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try? We sure can't, unless we want the Overseer beating down our door. Jonas and I have found a place, though. Come on. Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want. Couldn't have done it without Jonas's help. You make sure to thank him.
Happy birthday, darling. I hope you have fun with it. Hey, you don't turn 10 every day. Now go on and let me see you shoot something.
Careful, it's a rad roach. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine. Good work. That's one less rad roach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with the big game hunter.
Smile.
Boys and girls have different parts.
What is their problem anyway? So, I'm the overseer's daughter, so what? Like, I get any kind of special treatment.
Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old girl. So, yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take. No, you're not. Really. When I started studying medicine, one of the first things I learned was how to spot a kid playing sick to get out of taking a test. You'll do fine. It's not so bad. Everyone has to take it when they're 16. I had to, you have to, and so does everyone else. And most everyone makes it through without a scratch. The Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test, GOAT. Everyone here in the vault takes it when they're 16. Helps to figure out what sort of a job you'll have here in Vault 101 when you get a bit older. So, pay attention and try not to fall asleep. You know what the overseer says? We're born in the vault, we die in the vault. Each is tested to determine their abilities, that they may work for the betterment of all vault residents. Huh. Sound familiar? That's not the way it works. And it won't do to go around asking questions like that, especially not around the overseer. I want to tell you something now. It's important, so listen closely. This place, this vault, it's not perfect, I know, but it is your home. You're safe here. Stay on the overseer's good side, and you always will be. You understand? You need to appreciate all you have, because what's up there on the outside, that's not the life I want for you. And it's not what your mother wanted for you either. That's what the overseer says, isn't it? He's not about to let anyone else in, so I guess that's how it'll have to be. You're here now, and it's a hell of a lot better than being up there. All your mother and I ever wanted was for you to be safe, and you're safe here. Your mother, she was beautiful, but beyond the beauty you've seen. There's just so much those old photos can never show. And she was passionate about life, about love. But most of all, she was passionate about you. When she became pregnant, it was the happiest I had ever seen her. She had great things in mind for you. And so, time for you to stop stalling and get to class. Please, honey, please, take these achievement tests seriously. The last thing I need is your mother's ghost haunting me because her only child became a garbage burner. Hey, it's not my call. Those are the rules. You're 16 now, so this year you take the GOAT. Come on, it's not so bad. Everyone has to take it. You'll do just fine. Take care, sweetie. Now get out of here, and good luck.
Good morning. Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh? Hey, sport.
Morning, Jonas.
It's been a while. Morning, Doc. How's things?
Have you had a chance to look over these results?
I was just going over them.
You better stay away. I don't want you to catch what I've got.
Get out of my way, you stupid tunnel snakes!
I can show you a real tunnel snake. Hey, look, it's Smart Mouth. Afraid I ain't got time for your fancy words right now. So beat it. Only the baddest gang in Vault 101. Like you don't know. We rule this vault, and what we say goes. You'll stay out of our way if you know what's good for you. None of your business, kid. Get out of here before you get hurt. If you mess with the tunnel snakes, you're asking for it. Got me? Like I'm gonna listen to a little shrimp like you. Get lost, Poindexter. And who are you? Her girlfriend? Ha! Should've known. Keep talking like that girl, and we'll send you back to your daddy with a few broken bones for him to fix. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, tunnel snakes. This twerp needs another lesson.
Butch, stop it! Leave her alone!
Tough guy, huh? Had enough yet?
Give her another. Stop it!
Hit her again. Come on,
Hey,
tunnel snakes.
knock it off.
This little bitch isn't worth our time. Okay. You win. We'll leave the little girl alone. You're not worth our time anyway. Come on, tunnel snakes. We're out of here. Whatever you say, bitch. You're the boss.
Don't push your
Tunnel
luck.
snakes rule.
Fine, let's go.
What's new?
Oh, not much. Our heater's on the fritz again.
You're kidding me. Didn't you just get new parts for it last week?
Yeah,
I've got a...
Thanks for getting rid of them. Assholes. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess? Idiots.
Other things to do.
but the thing is so old.
Well, you made it. All set for the goat? Trust me, it really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through. Didn't work on your dad either, did it? Now, unless you have something else you want to discuss, take a seat and prepare for the 2274 edition of the GOAT. I'm sure you will, especially since it's multiple choice with no wrong answers. We'll start as soon as everyone's found a seat. Good luck.
Let's go, people. The overseer's patience is
Limited.
Get out of my face.
Go ahead, take a seat so we can start. Well, now that everyone has managed to find the classroom, we can finally get started. No talking, and keep your eyes to yourselves.
I've got other things to
Yes,
do.
I'm talking to you, Mr. Deloria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response? Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do? Question 3. You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do? Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer? Question 5. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another vault resident. What do you do? Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed? Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment? Question 8.
A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it? Question 9. You decided it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and... Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives. Pencils down, people. That's it. The infamous goat. I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the goat. You can have the rest of the day off to celebrate.
Get out of my face.
Or to pray, as the situation warrants. All finished?
Here you are, Mr. Brotch. I hope I did okay.
Nothing for you to worry about, Miss Almodovar. Let's see. Very well done. Looks like it's the supervisory track for you.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
I've got other things to do. Yo, Teach, I'm done.
Ah, Butch. Can I admit that I've been waiting for this day for a long, long time? Allow me to savor the moment. Now then, let's see. Really? Interesting. You've surprised me, Butch. I didn't think you had it in you. Hairdresser. Who would have thunk it?
You're so full of it. That isn't true. I've got other things to do. I'm all done, Mr. Brotch. I guess. Wait a second. Can I have it back? I think I need to change one of my answers.
Just calm down a minute, Paul. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Let's see. Yep, just as I thought. You're slated for the engineering track. Congratulations, Mr. Hannon. You've passed the GOAT.
Oh, gee. That's not so bad. Engineering, all right. Snake life forever.
Mother can't wait to find out if I'll be going into science or home economics.
Science. Well, perhaps. Let's see what the GOAT says. Well. Maintenance department. I hope your mother will be pleased. I'm sure Stanley will be.
Hey. Hi. Hello.
They say the GOAT never lies. According to this, you're slated to be the next Vault chaplain. God help us all. Yes, it's refreshing to see such, youthful enthusiasm. Good to know that the GOAT occasionally gets it right. You know what they say about monkeys and typewriters. Well, I'm glad things turned out so well for you. I hope your classmates find their results half as satisfying.
Hey there. Right now, I don't pay any attention to you. You really want to keep it that way, okay?
Back off. I'm finished here.
Don't you want to find out what you got?
Now I already know what it says. Hardly takes a rocket scientist to crack that joke of a test.
Well, I'll be damned. That little so-and-so. Why didn't I think of that when I was 16?
I can't figure out number 5. First, I think I should listen to my grandmother. But then, isn't killing someone wrong?
I'm thinking of going with Overseer for the last one. What did you put?
Fred.
Snake life forever.
Anything is possible, even an A.
Daddy's
Mr.
not
Promise.
here to save you now. Is he? Selfish and
Wake up!
insubordinate.
Come on, wake up!
You need to know these things.
Come on! You've got to wake up! You've got to get out of here. Your dad is gone, and my father's men are looking for you. He's left the vault. I don't know how, but he's gone. And my father, he's kind of gone crazy. It's Jonas! They killed him! My father's men. They took him and... Oh my God, you have to leave now! Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just sorry you had to find out like this. I know Jonas was your friend. But we've got to go now. My father's men will be here any minute. Not anymore, apparently. But are you honestly telling me you had no idea your dad was leaving? He really didn't tell you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it doesn't matter. I can help you escape. I have my own plan. Listen. There's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into his office. That's how I always get in. Oh, one more thing. I stole my father's pistol. I hope you won't need it, but you'd better take it just in case. Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck!
I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
I'll meet you at the vault door if I can, but...
There she is. Hold it right there. Criminy, more roaches. I think I'm bleeding. Get it off me. Damn.
This is the Overseer.
You gotta help me! My mom's trapped in there with the rat roaches! No, I can't go back in there. It's dark. And there's rat roaches. Oh my God! Thank you! I didn't know what to do. You're the best.
Gotcha now. That was close.
We did it! My mom's gonna be okay. You're the best friend I've ever had, man. Hey, I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my Tunnel Snake's jacket. Go ahead, take it.
Are hereby confined to their quarters. The rat roach infestation is under control. Do not interfere with vault security personnel. Anyone found outside his or her quarters will be dealt with.
be
set
bothering
fire at
anybody
last. Ah, young man. Very good to see you.
This is the overseer.
You're the one everybody's looking for, right? That's none of my business. You're dead.
Back to our quarters.
It's our only chance, don't you see? We're getting out of here, just like the doctor. I'm not gonna let anyone stop us. It's me!
Tom! Be careful! Tom! No!
Outside his or her quarters will be dealt with severely.
You and your stupid father. He had to go and leave, didn't he? He had to mess things up for everybody. Guards!
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later.
Officer Matt may enjoy this.
Damn!
Just tell us where to find your friends.
Yeah! Damn!
Friend.
Blood!
I was worried about
Ah!
her. What does she have to do with any of this anyway?
I'm hit!
Probably nothing.
Ah!
Which is why you need to tell me where she is so I can...
Blood! Ah! You need to learn some respect.
No, please don't!
Oh!
Be reasonable, Amata. Officer Mack may enjoy
Hold it
this,
right
but
there.
I don't.
The overseer won't
Tell us
tolerate
where to
this
find
kind of
your
behavior.
friends so we can talk to them.
Ah! Ah! What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
This would go easier if you'd just surrender. I hope you're here to turn yourself in, young lady. You're already in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it worse for yourself. Oh, is that all? Is there anything else I can get you while you're here? You'll get nothing from me. I'll die before I see the safety of the vault compromised again. Save your sanctimony. The world is a dangerous place, and I make no apologies for doing whatever it takes to keep the vault safe. Guards, help me! She's here! Don't let her get away! Guards! Guards! She's here! Don't let her get away!
Hold on, Jonas. I need to record this first. I don't really know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know. So many things could have gone wrong, and there's really no telling how the Overseer will react when he finds out. It's best if he can blame everything on me. Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. It was something I needed to do. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own. Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going. I don't want you to follow me. God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will be enough to keep me going.
Don't mean to rush you, Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead. Goodbye. I love you.
Thank you! I told you my father wasn't himself. I don't know what he might have done if you hadn't come along. You'd better get out of here. I'll try to meet you at the vault door. If I don't make it, good luck.
Stumbling around. Your father be the overseer.
yourself a nice visit, partner.
Ah, welcome, weary traveler. You look like a traveler in need of relaxation and the finest of chemical assistance. Well, wander no more, my good friend, for I am Doc Hoff, procurer of the finest of medical goods and chemical assistance. Now, how may I help you? I provide food, drinks, and discreet chemicals to discerning customers around the wasteland. I help ease the suffering of my fellow man. For a price. I don't have a home office exactly, but I organize much of my trade with Ernest Rowe in Canterbury Commons. Let's take a look and see. Tell me what you need, and maybe I've got your fix.
You must exercise them if you wish to keep them working for you.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Cheers, pal. Watch yourself out there.
Partner, try Moriarty's oldest drinks in the capital wasteland.
I'll be there. Another newcomer. Name's Lucas Sims, town sheriff, and mayor too, when the need arises. I don't know why, but I like you, girl. Something tells me you're all right. Friendly and well-mannered. I think we're gonna get along just fine. You treat my people nice, and you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, is there something I can help you with? Nope, sorry. I got enough fires to put out in this place that I don't have time to keep tabs on every visitor. I'd ask around town. Sure thing, partner. What do you need to find? Up at Moriarty's at the south end of town. Talk to Nova. She'll help you out. Up at Sure thing. What's on your mind? What about it? I don't trust any of the locals to tinker with it. Besides, most people don't even realize it's still a threat. And hell, Cromwell and those crazies from the Church of Adam, they worship the damn thing. Why? Do you think you got the know-how to disarm it? For good?
This is President Eden, and it's time we had a talk.
Oh, all right.
It's time
Fine.
we discuss
But listen
something
here. Just take a look at it first. Go
issue at
easy.
hand is
If you get the job done, there'll be 100 caps in it for you.
the question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be
Not an option, I'm afraid. We aren't exactly rolling in cash down here.
whether or not I had been elected at
Great. Go ahead and see what you can do. Just be careful.
I was elected in sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right
Well, come to think of it, I do remember a stranger coming through here. Had a look in his eye. You know the kind a man gets when he's got a purpose. Spend some time up in the saloon. Might want to check with Moriarty. Just watch yourself. That man's trouble.
your president? Because the appropriate people of this
It's called the Wasteland for a reason. But there are settlements too, spread all around. The human race is stubborn like that. To the south, you've got Rivet City, but don't bother going to D.C. The place is a war zone. What do you want to know?
Carry our collective values forward into
All right.
democracy, dear
Mind your manners now.
democracy, now and forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my American. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until next time, this is President Eden signing off.
Come on, you piece of junk. Every day it's the same damn thing.
I told you, Gob, it ain't the radio. The Enclave station comes in fine. It's Galaxy News. Their signal's been shit lately.
Goddamn
Got a problem?
radio. Come on.
My. Just when I'd all but given up hope. My dear girl, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. I am Mr. Burke. And you, well, you are not a resident of this putrescent cesspool. That makes you a rather valuable individual. Don't you see? You're a free agent. You have no ties here, no interest in this settlement's affairs. Megaton means nothing to you. I represent certain interests who view this town, this Megaton, as a blight on a burgeoning urban landscape. If this settlement were to go away, why, who would really care? Certainly not you or I. The undetonated atomic bomb for which this town is named is still very much alive. All it needs is a little motivation. I have in my possession a fusion pulse charge, constructed for a singular purpose: the detonation of that bomb. You'll rig it to the bomb, then you'll get paid handsomely. What do you say? Is that the best you can do? I'm afraid I'm not impressed. Sims is an idiot. He prides himself on his position as mayor and sheriff of this scrapyard. Is that the best you can do? You mean, besides doing the world a favor by removing this pestilent scab of a town? Why, you'd be rewarded most handsomely. My employer is a very generous man. If it's bottle caps and luxury you're seeking, you shall have it. Excellent. I had a feeling about you. Here's the fusion pulse charge. It needs to be installed inside the bomb. When it's done, meet me at 10 Penny Tower. It's southwest of here, well out of harm's way. You can't miss it. Questions? Lack the aptitude, you mean? You're not rewiring the thing, just attaching the pulse charge to the detonator. If you get stumped, talk to Leo Stahl. He might have something to help you concentrate. He's got a bit of a reputation. Absolutely not. The place, the people, they're one and the same. Sacrifices for a nobler future. I assure you, they're worth 10 times as much in death as they are in life. Don't let me keep you.
Well, we both know the answer, don't we? children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children.
Staying out of trouble, I hope. Don't want to have to waste good bullets on your sorry hide. He said what? Oh, I never did like the look of him. Jesus, give me that thing. Let's go find this Burke character. You're about to get an education in wasteland justice.
For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
Making a move? Huh? Yeah, you need something?
You there, Burke. Explain your business in Megaton.
I'm sorry. Sheriff, what are you hollering about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about. The bomb. You're trying to blow it up. Have you lost your goddamn mind?
Sheriff, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. Someone has surely been spreading rumors. I'll be sure to address the situation personally.
I'm placing you under arrest, Burke. At least until I figure out what the hell's going on around here.
Avoid popularity.
And I'm afraid I won't be able to oblige your request,
This is Enclave
Sheriff.
Radio with
I
your
have pressing
host,
matters to
me,
attend to.
President
Now,
John Henry.
Step aside.
Sweet America.
This isn't
Hello
open to
again.
discussion.
This
You're coming
is
with me.
President Eden.
Why
I'd
do
like to
you
have a
knuckle
chat.
draggers always insist
We
on
live
doing
in an
things
age of
the hard
poverty,
way?
Violence,
Very well,
destruction.
Sheriff.
Indeed,
Lead
the
the
very
way.
seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland.
You've made a grievous error in judgment. Watch your...
How did your leaders allow the most
so hard to
powerful nation to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy of it.
Job. Hello. Do you want something, or are you just looking to get your ass beat?
Hey, Smoothskin. Do you need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all? Wait. You're not gonna hit me? Yell at me? Not even berate me a little bit? Well, now. That's a surprise. I'm used to every asshole Smoothskin in this town giving me shit just 'cause I look like a corpse. I'm glad to see that there are a few worthwhile people around here. Listen, Moriarty'd have my head if he caught me selling at a discount. But for you, I'll risk it. Oh yeah, I do remember a guy like that. Honestly, I usually keep my head down. I tend to get smacked around if I look customers in the eyes. But talk to Moriarty, he'll know more. I was like you once. I wandered into town looking for an escape from this stupid joke of a body I'm trapped in. Now look at me. Very well. Moriarty keeps a computer terminal in the back. On it, he keeps all of the goings-on in Megaton. If you can get onto that terminal, I'll bet he has information on your dad. Now get away from me, Smooth Skin. If Moriarty even suspects I told you this, I'm a dead ghoul. Hey, Pearl, what do you need? Sure thing. See you soon, drunkie. Mr. Moriarty says we can keep it on. It's a good radio station. I like hearing the DJ, Three Dog, and how he's helping to fight the good fight. If only I was a part of that, instead of being stuck in this dive.
A place called Underworld. It's a ghoul city down in D.C. I set off up here to find adventure and fortune. And, well, I found this place.
I'm sort of stuck here. Colin says that I can't leave until I pay off my debt to him. Of course, he charges me room and board, too. If you ever get to Underworld, tell Carol that I said hi. I hate that fucking thing. It's all he cares about. Information is a commodity, he keeps saying. I'd stay away from that thing if I were you. Oh, Mr. Moriarty never lets me back there. If you need to get into the terminal, you should talk to Nova. She'll help you, but it may be expensive if you catch my meaning. I couldn't tell you, really. I'd talk to Manya if you care that much. She's lived in Megaton longer than anyone. Don't hit me!
Hey there. Yeah, I remember that man. I saw him talking to Moriarty. It's hard to forget handsome men like that. Yeah, I'll help you. Then Moriarty kicks my sweet ass out the door. Sorry, kid. If you want to know more, Moriarty is the only one who's gonna help you. Talk to Gob. He hates Moriarty more than I do. Maybe he'll tell you something, but I doubt it. Huh? Oh, you mean why was Gob banging on that radio? Well, out there in the wastes, there are two stations that broadcast. There's the Enclave station. I don't know who they are, but I think it might just be some pre-war broadcast on a loop or something. And there's Galaxy News Radio. It's run by a guy named Three Dog, somewhere down in D.C., but the signal went down a while ago. You serious? Oh, you must have come from that vault, right. It's the only free radio station left in the wasteland. The guy who runs it, Three Dog, he's like the only person who seems to give a shit. He keeps talking about fighting the good fight or something. Better than the crap on the other station. That stupid thing is his pride and joy. He keeps all of his dirty little secrets in it about everything that goes on in this godforsaken town. I once leaned on his shoulder when he was typing into it, and he got pissed off and pushed me to the ground. Sorry, kid. It's not worth the shitstorm it'll bring on myself. Yeah, and so does 90% of Megaton. Take a number. Look, kid, I like you, but you gotta learn you can't stick your neck out too far in this world, or it's liable to get cut off. I'm sorry. Take care of yourself, hun.
A traveler, eh?
I don't recognize you. New in town or something? I hope by something to do you mean a job. Otherwise, you want to talk with Nova. I'm looking for someone to make a delivery. Interested? Great. I'd like you to deliver this message to my family in the Arafu settlement. I haven't heard from them in months, and I'm worried. As soon as you get there, talk to Davis West. He'll be glad to pay you for the trip. Sure. Be glad to, since you're doing me a big favor and all. Arafu is northwest of Megaton, on an old overpass over the Potomac. If you follow what's left of the river, you can't miss it. No, not really. Maybe my letters just aren't arriving. Whatever you can do to get it there would sure be appreciated. Well, let's see. There's Evan King. He's like the sheriff of the town or whatever. Then there's my family, the Ewer family, and a lady who lives alone named Karen Shenzi. What? Apart from the wasteland critters, slaver raiding parties, raider hit squads, and occasional landmine? No, it's completely safe. If this was easy, I'd go myself, you know. Okay. Hey, thanks again for doing this for me. It means a lot.
You want something, or are you just looking to get your...
Well, hot damn. Someone new. Always a pleasure. Name's Billy Creel. You call me Billy, all right? I know Megaton looks more like a boneyard than a town, but it ain't all bad. Take me and Maggie, for instance. We make do just fine. I trade the stuff I scavenge, and she helps keep me on the straight and narrow. Oh, sorry. I guess I got ahead of myself, huh? Maggie's 9. Sweetest little girl you'd ever care to meet. We take care of each other. I ain't never had a daughter, but if I did, I'd want her to be Maggie. I took her in when her parents got killed by raiders. That was 2 years ago. It was a pretty bad scene. Small settlement up north. I'd stopped in to trade some salvage, and the whole place had been wiped out. I found Maggie hiding under a bed in the same room where her parents had been butchered. We've been together ever since. All I know is that I spent too much time out there, and beyond that, I ain't gonna talk about it. Megaton is the best little town you'll find in the Capital Wasteland. Don't let anyone tell you different. Strong walls, strong people, and strong booze. We've got everything you need to make a life these days. Me? I deal with the caravan suppliers. I used to ride with those guys, so they cut me some good deals. Helps keep the town supplied. But more importantly, I take care of Maggie. Of course, she's getting a little old to have Billy looking over her shoulder all the time. People have been saying that there's something wrong with the water purifier. But old Walter's been keeping that thing running for decades. I'm not worried. No reason it'd pick now to go down for good. Would it? Later, Gator.
Last beat.
Colin Moriarty, at your service. Welcome to Moriarty's. My saloon, my home, my slice of heaven in this backwoods little burg. If you've got the caps, I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are a thing of the past. My God, it's you. The little baby girl all grown up. Persistent little flower, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct? Is that what your father told you? That you were born in that hole? That he was born there as well? Oh, the lies we tell to those we love. Your father brought you to the vault right after you were born. To keep you safe, you see. I remember it well. You stayed in my saloon, after all. That's right. Your father, his Brotherhood of Steel friend, and you, the suckling babe with nary a tit to suckle. Sorry about your mom, truly. But life goes on. Daddy lied.
Life's full of little disappointments. And now you're all grown up and wondering where he's gone to. Ah, I see. You know, I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there. From some other fella, escaped. 5 years back. All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you, hmm? You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be straight with you. Your dad was here, and now he's not. And yes, I know where he went. But what you're asking me for is information. And information is a commodity. And like any commodity, it must be sold at a reasonable market price. So, what's reasonable? Let's say, 100 cops, and Daddy's location's yours. Guilty as charged. Tell you what, kid. I'm going to help you out, for old time's sake. If you don't have the caps to pay for the information, then maybe you could do a little favor for me. Who said anything about dirty work? You need some caps, and I'm giving you a way to get them. It's just business. This junky bitch named Silver borrowed quite a few caps from me. Claimed she could start funneling Jet and Psycho to me for a good price. Problem is, she scrammed with the loot and set herself up in Springvale so she can inject herself into a stupor. Get the caps she owes me, and they're yours. Yours to pay me with, anyway. You got memory problems, kid? You ain't getting something for nothing. So pony up the 300 caps and then we'll talk. I did say it was 100 caps. And as I recall, you said no. So now I'm saying it's 300 caps. What'll you say this time? Well, that's a shame for you, isn't it? You don't have the caps, and I guess I don't have the information. Disappointment all around. Galaxy News Radio is some loudmouth radio station located in the ruins of D.C. Three Dog, the king of that loony bin, keeps yapping about fighting some good fight or something. A bunch of crap. But I suppose if you wanted to know what was going on in the wasteland, that's the place to go. Me, I could care less. The wasteland? Why the hell would you want to go out there? Listen to me, lass. Megaton has everything you could possibly need. Why go anywhere else? Stay the fuck out of me business, don't go where you don't belong, and buy your drinks here. That's all you need to know. I keep these yokels knee-deep in booze and poon. They keep me knee-deep in caps. It's a fair trade, if you ask me. I own a saloon, kid. Rumors are part and parcel. So, I'll give you this one for free. Not sure if you've met her, but Lucy West, that pretty young thing? She's afraid. Of what, of who, I couldn't say. But you can feel the fear on her. Careful in D.C. now. Those super mutants can be a prickly bunch.
Good to see you.
My dad told me about how you're going to disarm the bomb. He gave me some stuff for you when you get it done. Well, with my dad gone, I don't really know. Dad always said that I'd have to learn to watch out for myself one day. I don't know. I used to like it. But ever since Dad, I don't know. There's the stalls. They were in the Brass Lantern. I go there to eat with my dad sometimes. Doc Church runs the clinic. The confessor's a little weird, but him and Mother Meyer are always nice to me. There's also Moriarty, but Dad says I'm not allowed to talk to him. Sorry.
Good to see you. You looking to trade, stranger? Check out Craterside Supply.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Hey, I
I hear you're that stray from the vault. I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply. But what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you? Great. Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy. Well, it takes a little more work than that to get food. And good water's even harder. But you'll figure that out soon enough. Here, take the armored suit. It won't help feed you, but it should keep you from being food for anything else. Or anyone else. That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun. Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot at me with mean words. Good enthusiasm! Now, I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't it? Which do you want to do first? Well, that's what I need your help for, isn't it? I know lots about it from books, but I never seem to get a live example. Not for long, anyway. So I need you to get a bit of radiation poisoning, so I can study its effects. Oh, not a deadly dose, of course. I can fix you up before that. Oh, you're a peach. Or at least some sort of hardy fruit that grows in the savagely irradiated mockery of agriculture we have nowadays. Now, 200 rads should be enough for basic sickness. But if you can get 600 or more rads, my test will be even more accurate. Just make sure you can get back here, and I'll see to it that you're well taken care of. Oh, I couldn't do that. It'd be a real blow to those nice folks in the church. Besides, it's not like that bomb ever hurt anyone. Live and let live, right? Sure thing. I'm an open book. What do you want to know? Oh, I haven't got nearly the experience in the wastes that you do. If I tried half of these things, I'd get my head blown off. At least you look like you can really handle yourself out there. All I'm good at is coming up with the ideas and fiddling with junk for caravans. I know, right? I figured instead of just helping out the caravans with odd junk, why not put my brilliant mind to work for everyone? And between my mind and your experience, this guide'll save 12 times more lives than those greedy merchants will. That's the spirit, trusty research assistant. Do I ever? I've got the schematics for something called a rocket launcher. I sell all the components too, so you can make the weapon yourself. Don't worry about ammo. This baby shoots all the junk you might find out there in the wasteland. Ashtrays, teddy bears, you name it. In fact, if you ever need to make any custom weapons, feel free to use my workbench here in the shop. All you need is the schematics and parts. Sure thing. Good hunting! Have fun out there, okay?
Hey,
What? Hi, I'm Maggie. I live with Billy Creel. Do you know him? He's not my dad or anything, but he takes care of me now. Anyway, I should go. Bye. Bye, lady.
If you need to buy something, Moira up in Craterside Supply can help you.
watch out though, she's different.
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter? I realize a lot of things, but this isn't one of them because it's a real scientific necessity and not ridiculous at all. What I mean is, I need this research, and you're probably going to get irradiated out there anyway. So, why not come back here and help me too? Oh, I can tell you're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up. Oh, you poor dear, putting on a brave face like that. Well, don't worry, it'll all be better. And it's for a good cause. Now, let me take a few notes, and I'll handle that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade Radcure concoction. I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed. Oh, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy... Well, you're alive! Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny, mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least. Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn. Well, okay. I need someone to research how to travel through a minefield. And that'll cover the first section of the book. Which strikes your fancy? Well, food and medicine. Everyone needs them once in a while, right? So they need a good place to find them. There's an old super-duper mart not far from here. I need to know if a place like that still has any food or medicine left in it. Oh, great! Food is most important, but see if you can get medicine too. And if there's nothing to find, then just come back in one piece, okay? Take care. It's a big wasteland, but you know that better than me, right?
somebody open up the... Hang on. Something ain't right here.
Who's out there? Stand down, boys.
Time to tear you apart!
Listen, I'm working right now, so make it quick, okay? Well, for you, a room and some company will run you 120 caps, up front. Right at the top of the... Take...
Yes?
What's up, Jericho?
Yeah, whatever.
Got a problem?
Gob.
Good to see you.
Looking good, Nova.
Yeah, honey. What do you need?
I was thinking, maybe you and me, we could go out sometime.
You're sweet, Jericho. You really are. But Colin says that things between us is best kept on a professional
God, that you might get out of here.
So, how's the scabbing been? Got the food medicine from that super duper mart? Really? You did? You did! Well, all right. Tell me all about it. Oh dear. Well, I guess the dangers around those old supplies keeps it from being smooth sailing. Otherwise, they'd have already been looted, huh? Well, keep what you got. Just traded for a big food shipment myself. Here, take a bit, my treat. The taste kinda grates after a while. Oh, and take this. It's an old food sanitizer. Just carry it with you, and it should automatically make most food and drink more, better. Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. Disarm one before it blows, and you can sell it for plenty of caps. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders just call the place Minefield. Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell me all about it. And could you bring back a mine for my studies? Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. And since ghosts don't exist, you can just focus on the landmines. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell. See ya.
Need some grub? Try the brass lantern.
Cut it out.
be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off. This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. A cow is much more exposed to quarrels than a man of spirit. Dearest America, this is your president, John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we?
Ooh, I love when they fight back.
About something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime.
Will you just stand?
Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine a perfect, cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats of ash and hickory. Their name, the Capitol Congressmen. Their purpose? To make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine, if only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself this. What if the Capitol Congressmen could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off. Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eden, your president. There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office, or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected. Sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Until next time, this is President Eden, signing off. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. It's easier to do a job right than why you did. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden. I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. When I was a child, Kentucky, best friend a boy could hope for, my dear old dog, the Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Knot Creek to Hodgeville we roamed, carefree and courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? None. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. There never was a time, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of the sword. You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, president of the Enclave, president of America, president of your heart.
time to die!
This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Oh, shit! Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld? And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us, I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Till we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once.
To anyone who can hear me, my name is Werner. I come from a settlement to the north. I have information of great value to anyone willing to help me free my people. Please, help us. This message repeats. To partner.
God bless the USA and nowhere else.
How are those hot little potatoes? Because, you know, they're on the ground, like potatoes, and hot because they, explode. Anyway, what's up? My very own landmine! Oh, just what I've always wanted. Well, always since I sent you out on this anyway. Now, tell me all about it. What was it like going through there? What's it like disarming a landmine? Lots of places are nowadays. Good work staying alive in tough conditions. It'll be a great example for the book. I know you may not want to see any more explosives for a while, but obviously you know your way around them. Have a couple rainy day toys of mine. And looking at this landmine, it gives me an idea. It's a terrible device that does terrible things, of course. But it's easy to make your own, too. It most certainly does. And if I keep writing in the style of some of your reports, this is going to be one mighty slick book. Here, for your services, I've saved up quite a few stim packs. Of course, you may need them. We've still got 2 more chapters to go. The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It'll cover how to handle creatures out there, for better or worse. For example, repelling mole rats, learning about mirelurks, and when all else fails, how to handle being injured. So let's buckle down and get to work on this chapter. What's first? Mole rats can burrow into almost anything and cause a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make a chemical repellent stick for people to shoo them off. But I need it to be tested before I put the recipe to paper in the guide. So I need you to find some mole rats and test it out a bit. Don't worry about the chemicals. I handled them all the time while experimenting, and I'm perfectly fine. Aren't I? How about I let you have the leftover chems I used to make it? Heck, do a thorough job, and maybe I'll let you keep the repellent itself. It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator, and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation. Then they're gone before you know it. You could test it out on just a few mole ratties, but for real testing, try it on 10 or more. There should be plenty in the tepid sewers downtown. The info you're bringing back is great. Looking forward to more.